Hi there, it's Mel from Inspired Crafts. I'm just going to do a short little video on the background that I made using the hand-drawn dots background stamp. This is the card that I did. As you can see, this one here is really quite deep in colour, and then the dots on this one of a lighter shade. They were both done using the same colours and the Stamparatus, but the darker one I used sponge daubers. They're like little thimbles, they fit on your fingers. You just dab them onto the ink and then cover your stamp. And the lighter one I did using blending brushes. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you the sponge daubers do take longer to do, simply because you're covering a smaller area, but you are just dab it onto the ink and then dab onto the stamp wherever you want that colour to be. Okay, so then we put some of the blue on, and say you can go back over this. Because you're using the Stamparatus, you will get to build up the colour of ink to whichever, until you've got it really as strong as you want it, or as covered as you want. So just put the green on. Colours I'm using today are the In Colours Parakeet Party, which is this lovely bright green, Sweet Sorbet, which is the reddish colour, and Tahitian Tide, which is the bluey colour. I thought they were really nice, bright, fun colours for the background of the cards that I was making. And they were great for the birthday element. So that's the stamp covered. So then I'm just going to fold it over and give it a good push. Now I've had both my carpal tunnels decompressed and I can use this really easily. So anyone with arthritis, which is again something I've got, you know, the Stamparatus is a real godsend. So then, as I say, you can just roughly work out where you need to go back over and add a bit more ink. The sponge daubers do hold quite a bit of ink, so you don't necessarily have to go back and re-ink them. There'll be plenty still in there. Okay, and then we'll just give it another press. There's so many uses for the Stamparatus, to be able to build up colour, fill in places where it hasn't stamped as well as you would like it. You know, if you're making multiples of something, then you can have it so that it stamps in exactly the same way, in the same place. Two-step lined up stamping, all sorts. So that's the first background using the sponge daubers. So I'm not going to clean the stamp because obviously I'm using the same colours. I'm just going to show you the difference now. It's much quicker using the blending brushes, because you're covering a much bigger space each time. And you know, you can, I'm just going to roughly try and do it exactly where the colour was before, and you can sort of make it darker by re-stamping it and adding more ink. I think it was quite a nice effect, being a bit paler. And so they're not, sponge daubers aren't expensive at all. I tend to have one for each colour that I want to use, and then the blending brushes are a bit more costly, but again, then they're not that expensive. And now we're in the new mini catalogue, we've got some smaller ones as well, and I've got one for like each colour family. So there you go. So that's the two different backgrounds using sponge daubers and blending brushes. Okay, hope you found that little demonstration useful, and it's giving you some ideas of how to apply different coloured inks to one stamp. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.